Good morning. Welcome back to Mama Agata Cooking School. Today we're making a recipe that everybody loves. A very traditional, unique, tasty, incredible. Today we are finally making tiramisu. And we're making a very traditional version of the tiramisu. And me and Gennaro, we're going now to show you what are the ingredients that we are using to make a nice tiramisu. Have a look. Okay, let's start. Of course, Savoiardi. We're using the typical Italian biscuits, handmade, very, very nice. Then we're using whipped cream, mascarpone cheese. We're using about 500 whipped cream and 500 mascarpone. Then we're using coffee. Depends. You can use 2-3 cups. You have to figure out how much the Savoiardi biscuit will absorb, and you can always make a little bit more. Then we're using dark chocolate, about 100 grams of dark chocolate, chopped nicely small in small pieces. And we're using 4 eggs, sugar. We're using about 4 spoons of sugar, and cacao in powder. This will only be used to top the tiramisu. Okay, so those are the ingredients, and now let's start making the tiramisu. First step. Now separate the white from the yolk, because we're using just the red of the egg. There are some people that separate the eggs and then use the white, they beat them and then add to the tiramisu. I prefer to use the whipped cream. Choice. Once you have all the 4 eggs in a bowl, add 4 tablespoons of sugar. And then you have to start to beat them really nicely until you get a very, very nice cream. So after a few minutes, when the eggs are ready, add the mascarpone. To make it creamier, the eggs and the mascarpone, use a whisk so that you can merge really nicely them together and it becomes like a beautiful, beautiful cream. Okay, and now add the cream. The cream, you have to be very gentle, very careful. And see how you have to now mix together very gently the cream and the eggs with the mascarpone from the bottom to the top, because if you're too aggressive, the cream becomes liquid and lose this nice fluffiness and softness. And now time to put the coffee and the Savoiardi biscuits together. So just gently pass the Savoiardi biscuits into the mixture of coffee, sugar. You can add also, some people put also liqueur in the coffee, but we prefer to taste the coffee, the flavor of the coffee, so we didn't put any alcohol. And don't leave too long the biscuits in the coffee, because they will become too soft. So just a quick immersion in the coffee and then remove them. Next, put a nice layer of your cream made of eggs, sugar, mascarpone and panna. After you made a nice layer of cream, what I love to do, it's not compulsory, but I love to do it, is to drop coffee. So beautiful piece of dark chocolate on top of the cream. And continue now with the second layer of Savoiardi. And now we made the second layer of biscuits, Savoiardi biscuit, and Gennaro is topping the Savoiardi with the second and last layer of whipped cream. Cover with the last layer of cream. Add few more pieces of chocolate. It's nice to get this nice crunchy chocolate. Now that you added the cream on top, make sure that you make a nice layer. You make a nice level on top of the mascarpone, so you can adjust to the beautiful tiramisu, which is a nice chocolate in powder, not sweet, dark chocolate in powder, because will give a nice contrast between the sugar, the cream, the whipped cream. So don't buy sweet chocolate, but just powder, just like powder. Here you are. Et voila, our tiramisu is ready. Nice, topped with chocolate, and we set ready also on the side our limoncello, our homemade limoncello, because then once you have finished your meal and have a slice of tiramisu to finish the dinner, it's nice to have a sip of our limoncello. Buon appetito! Enjoy it with love.